This is K Progeny. Hit the like, the subscribe, or follow on the appropriate channel. And thank you for supporting the content. Check this out.
When a man care about your name, when a man care about how you look to people, that's a fucking keeper. Cause niggas adore you in front of dog walking, in front of your family, everybody. Nigga get up there with all kind of fucking the tabloids, it'll be all kind of shit. So when you get a man that actually care about your name and how people view you, that's a keeper.
Og and I haven't talked in so long. You know what I mean?
I hope you guys get to a point to where you won't even stick your in women like that.
We haven't talked in so long. It doesn't even matter. We haven't talked in so long. Imagine you go to court. I robbed a bank 2 years ago and they caught me. Oh yeah, but I haven't robbed that bank in so long. So it's not wrong. It was a couple years ago, Judge. Why are you so hung up about it? Think of all the good. When I robbed that bank, I had to confront so much about myself. I was scared and I was nervous, but I confronted it and I learned so much about myself and my emotional insecurity, Judge. Yeah, okay, what I did was wrong, but look at all the good that came from it. Let's talk about me and how I feel. I just feel attracted to, I knew there was a guy who needed some money and he's a broken person and I have to help him. And it was so long ago, Judge. It was so long ago. Jail!
She bravely revealed to the group how, at times when she was already experiencing emotional difficulty, she felt like her mother had shamed her.
One thing I want to stress is that this is not about Jada and Will. It's about the fact that cheating destroys families. Adultery destroys families. And it brings nothing but shame. And anytime a woman tries to justify cheating, all she is really doing is gaslighting. There is no justification. Breaking God's laws or breaking God's laws. You will have to take an account for that. But the thing I want to impress upon you young mothers, that when you're being promiscuous and your children see it, they may not be old enough at the time to realize what you're doing, but when they get older and they understand the way things are supposed to work and the laws of marriage, they might despise you. They might try to hold you accountable for what they've seen you do. Even though I tell children that they shouldn't judge their parents. We are human beings. And if I watch you destroy my father and sleep with my friends, and sleep with men that you told me were your brothers, your friends, your cousins, your called them my uncle. And then I figure out that these were just your sex partners. I would probably despise you too. I spoke with one man and we started talking about our mothers and he said he doesn't speak on his mom. And I said, well, she passed away and it hurts too bad? And he said, no, I don't have nothing good to say about her. So I don't say anything at all. Sisters, y'all just don't understand. When you are virtuous, your name will be praised. When you are women like this, your name will rot. And then when you stand before the tribunal on the day of judgment in front of our glorious Lord, these scenes will be played back. There will be an angel with your scroll who will read it in front of God. Could you imagine sitting in front of your mother and father and someone reading the things that you did in private that weren't lawful? I don't think you guys understand the ramifications of what you do. And I'm not saying I'm perfect or I did everything the right way when I was a young man. But I learned those lessons and they were hard learned and I am still learning them. But one thing I will not do is to betray the trust of someone that I know loves me. But a lot of time as men, we be in love, head over heels, P-whooped. And we believe that what we feel, she feels for us. But that is almost never the case. And when it is, it's usually because you were the first that was with this woman or you were the first man she fell in love with. If she's had her heart broken and told you that she's been hurt by another man, that's the man she wanted to be with. Your heart doesn't break over someone you don't want to be with. If he cheated on her, if you take away that cheating, she would still want to be with him. You are the runner-up. And if that man who cheated on her, if she loved him enough back then and said she was totally destroyed when he did that, he probably could still sleep with her while she's with you. But when men fall in love with a woman, they really embody that. Even if they do cheat, which is wrong 100%, they will not abandon their woman. I don't care if she became fat, stretched, marked up, she's drinking, smoking, and she's acting a fool. A man will try to work it out most of the times, as long as she didn't cheat. Because when she cheats, she's bringing another man into the house. He's probably put his bodily fluids inside of her and brought it home to him to mingle with. That's disgusting. If a man cheats, he takes a shower, he brings nothing home to his woman. We know that STDs can always happen, but just the physical aspect of placing your phallus into a woman and there's already a man's bodily fluids in there, that's gross. And there are several videos on YouTube where the woman is talking about how she was with another man and came home to her husband and he oral and she didn't shower. And he was talking, I don't want to go into the details, but it's just gross. And to have a woman try to sit and justify cheating when she knows what the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, or whatever religious book said a woman is supposed to be with her man. There is nothing you can justify when it comes to fornication or adultery. There's only one type of lawful sex, and that is marital sex. And if your children see you doing it, and you're telling them to have a clean slate, but you are totally destroying your own, what you are telling them is do as I say and not as I do. Nobody likes that type of rules. If it's wrong for them to do, it's wrong for you to do. As I always say, if it's wrong for a child to do, it's wrong for a child of God to do. Man, we got to do better. A lot of the stuff that I've been watching has dimmed my heart towards my own people. Dimmed my heart towards the women in my race, and it hurts. I can't even look at people the same way after I've watched all this material about women destroying men's lives, putting them on child support because they get mad at them, and men committing suicides. It's not easy to deal with. And then you look at your own life and you see how you did things and how you've hurt people. And then you understand that you were 100% in the wrong. And if I've ever hurt anyone like that, I apologize. I know that's not enough. And I'm not going to go into no long apologies or because it happened. I've asked God to forgive me for it, and I'll ask them to forgive me for it. But man, we've got to do better. Malcolm X once said, having been a criminal is not his disgrace. Continuing to be a criminal is his disgrace when he knows better. You know better now. There's enough information out there. Teach your daughters, teach your sons to be better people. Don't let them grow up and be like this woman or any other women like her. She may be a good mother on one hand, but she shamed her children. Could you imagine not being able to speak of your mother's cooking? Not being able to tell people how she nursed you when you were sick? Not being able to tell people that if they say something disrespectful about her, you'll whoop their ass? Can you imagine that? Because they can say something disrespectful and you know it's true and there is no way you can combat what they are saying? Man, give them a leg up. Be decent people. Teach them to be decent people. Let your walk be their example. Man, I hope y'all get the good from my videos, and anytime there is profanity, I left the profanity in there because it drives the point home. And if anyone is offended, I say, I apologize for the offense, but not for the message. Man, y'all be good.
Hope you enjoyed the content. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button or follow, and y'all be good.